Hi, I'm Chris Bowden. I'm a producer here at McKinnon & Saunders, and I'm going to tell you how Wes Anderson made Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I'm going to tape this for my records, so don't make a lot of sounds. Meaning stop rocking.
The process really for making the puppets on Mr. Fox is that Wes would approach the studio with some designs that his artist that he was working with had come up with. Our sculptors here would turn those into a 3D study model, which we call a maquette. This is a typical sort of maquette. Here this is sculpted in plasticine and then cast in fiberglass. And that's just to give everyone an idea of the character, the look of the show, and form general impressions. Then over the course of several months thereafter, the sculptors refined that look, working closely with Wes and his designers. Once that is all locked down and settled, we'll take those plasticine sculpts, because they sculpt in plasticine, which is what children use every day. They are moulded up, so you have negative impressions of the characters. We create very sophisticated skeletons to fit inside them, very sophisticated skulls, which have lots of facial features in there, and then we attach foam skins to those, and you end up with a fully posable figure, able to hold any sort of position on film. And then there's a very talented team of seamstresses, and I don't know what the male version of a seamstress is, but costume makers who beaver away making very, very precisely fitted costumes. Wes is very particular about his costume work, and it was a real challenge, but a really enjoyable challenge on this particular show with the costumes to get everything looking just so. And I think it actually spun off into The Gap. It was the only tie-in I think The Gap had ever done with a film, which was with Fantastic Mr. Fox. And that's it. Once the puppets leave us, they travel down to London. They're put into the hands of the animators down there, and they're put through the paces by Wes, the director. There was another team of people working down in London too. They maintained all of the puppets, also made a great deal of the puppets as well. It was a shared build on this particular show. Wes really wanted the show to have very much the look and feel of a handmade stop motion film. So we covered the actual puppets in fur. Typically can be quite problematic in stop motion because fur has a tendency to boil when the animators touch it. But it actually worked incredibly well in this particular film. And I think he got this very, as I say, handmade and real tangible look to the film, which I think is completely unique. And even though as stop motion animators ourselves, it's probably something that we wouldn't naturally have done, I think it was great that he stood by his decision. That you know, and it's a very unique and probably a personal film to him, I think.
I love you, Felicity.
I love you too.